FDC, as the political party, supports the goal behind the National Cleaning Day. It was long overdue, and would like to thank the Ugandans who turned up in large numbers on the 25th of July to clear the drainage channels, sweep streets, collect waste, and that civic effort really deserves recognition. We saw the streets in our cities and villages clean, although Ugandans pay taxes every day. Those taxes are supposed to fund basic sanitation and other services. The National Cleaning Day did not fix government failure to provide that. It only exposed it. Yes, government mobilized millions of people to clean on the July 25th, but had no system to collect the garbage that was gathered during that day. Days later, much of that garbage is still sitting on the roads, in the communities. Government rolled out a mandatory monthly program without realizing any additional funding for it, leaving councils to find money from the budgets that were already stretched. A cleaning day without a collection plan is not a sanitation program. In fact, there is an LOC1 leader in Naweru who carried the garbage and dumped it at the division offices. And for me, I think that was an eye-opener for government. You cannot allow garbage to lie in the middle of the roads when the citizens have done their work to clean and you don't collect it. That was a big failure on the part of government. And there is another cleaning exercise coming in a few days. I hope and we pray that government is prepared enough to collect that garbage. Otherwise, they will water down the efforts of the citizens whose time they will have wasted. Half a day is such a long time for somebody who is earning a living on a daily basis. The restriction of the movements also needs planning, not just enforcement. Government has already exempted ambulances, security vehicles, and emergency services from the Saturday curfew. That exemption is too narrow. What about the doctors, the medical workers traveling to and from the shifts? They also need to be exempted. The tourists, most of them are even foreigners, whose itinerary is already prepared. Why should they be stopped by a curfew they had no way to plan around? The Seventh-day Adventists, I saw them making an alarm. Saturdays, they are Sabbath. That's when they congregate to go and worship. They should be allowed to carry out their cleaning on a Friday or a Sunday instead. And finally, you know that we are now entering the rainy season. That uncollected garbage that has been left in the communities is actually going to wash back into the drainage channels. And you know the disaster that is going to come out of that. The water sources are going to be polluted. That is how cholera and typhoid outbreaks start. So this is a very big health potential disaster if government does not act to collect this garbage so that it does not find its way back into the drainage system that will block and even cause flooding, especially in the cities like Kampala. We have only 3 weeks left into the next National Cleaning Day to fix the collection plan. Therefore, the Prime Minister, who is the leader of government, business, and the chief proponent of the cleaning exercise, take note that we are left with 3 weeks, and therefore the streets should be free of garbage, lest Ugandans lose morale to go back to clean, and also lest we get an outbreak of cholera and other diseases that will come as a result of a poor sanitation and hygiene environment. Thank you all.